I wouldn't say that my spiritual journey has truly begun yet, but I do feel a growing confidence in my true nature. More than anything, one profound experience with plant medicine answered a single question for me, and in turn filled in the blanks for so much more. That's the illusion of death. This past June, my brother passed away, and of course it was devastating, just as all deaths, whether of loved ones or even acquaintances, have always been for me. For as long as I can remember, I've had an odd obsession with death. Maybe we all do. Maybe at some level we know that death isn't really the end. Maybe it's simply the moment that we return to our previous state. I swear I have memories from when I was 4 years old. Memories of knowing that I wasn't actually inside a real reality, but rather a story, a script. And during one powerful mushroom journey, I received an answer to a question that had haunted me. Did my brother really die? The answer was simple, yet completely transformed my understanding of life. He didn't die because he never truly lived. What I understood in that moment was that my brother was never a real person, not in the way we normally think. He was a character, a beautiful, essential, meaningful character played by localized consciousness, sometimes called a soul. And suddenly I saw the larger truth. We are all characters. Every single one of us is a role being played by consciousness itself. And just like any script, we each have our own unique story unfolding before us, moment by moment. As a playwright, I have created many stories over the years, but recently I experienced something strange. I went to clean out my storage space in Los Angeles, a place I hadn't touched in 7 years. Inside I found 6 plays I had completely forgotten writing. Even after reading the first page of a couple of them, I had no memory of their characters, their stories, or their endings. Think about that for a moment. I created those plays. I wrote every word, and yet now they exist separate from me, as if they were written by someone else. And isn't that exactly how we experience our lives? We forget. We forget that we are both the writer and the character, navigating this linear movie as if we are just along for the ride. We chose this forgetting so that we could fully immerse ourselves in this story. After all, what is a story without a contrast? Would life be interesting if there were no suffering? Would we truly appreciate joy if we never had sorrow? Would we cherish life if nobody ever died? Pain, loss, love, connection, these are what make the human experience real. The script we are in allows us to feel the full range of emotions, from euphoric happiness to deep sorrow. It allows us to experience physical pain, physical pleasure, and the full depth of human connection. And that's exactly why we are here. The most liberating truth is that you are writing the script as you go. Yes, the story has a general outline, a blueprint, a framework, but the details, you can change them. There are countless teachings online about manifestation, reality shifting, and rewriting your life. Some people focus on creating wealth, success, or luxury, and while there's nothing wrong with that, I personally don't put energy into making my script more prosperous. I already have everything I need. Instead, my focus is simply awareness. I understand now that the script will take care of itself as long as I stay aligned with my true nature. But if there is something I want to change, I know I can. And so can you. If something's in your script and it's not serving you, you can rewrite it. Some characters may need to be removed. Some characters may need to be introduced. Some backstories may need to be changed. And yes, even your own backstory. We live in a world that romanticizes victimhood, but we don't have to stay stuck in the stories we tell ourselves. You are not the abused child. You are not the person who was bullied. You are not the divorcee with the terrible first marriage. You are not the person who was discriminated against. Those are just plot points in a story that you can rewrite anytime. Your script is what is playing in your mind right now, and nothing else exists. Try this for yourself. What's happening to you right now? Let's say you have a bill due and you don't have any money to pay it. That's not actually happening right now. You are sitting here watching me. That situation only exists in your mind, a story you are choosing to project forward. Erase that part of the script. Change it. Let's say you feel sick. That's a little trickier because it has a backstory attached to it. But even that backstory can be rewritten. Go back and edit the part where your character believed that they could get sick in the first place. Rewrite the part where they absorbed the collective belief in illness. Change the narrative. Even death is just the story. The beauty of this script is that it includes a perfect ending, a beautiful death experience, and if we choose, a beautiful afterlife experience. But even that is not our true nature. Our true nature is beyond all of it, beyond characters, stories, scripts, and even existence itself. We will return to nothingness, and it will feel wonderful. But the transition isn't always easy. The attachments we form in this life to people, places, memories, and emotions can make it hard to let go. It's like watching a movie over and over because you just love it. So maybe we spend some time in the afterlife. Maybe we reunite with some of the characters from this script or explore new ones before dissolving back into infinity. And that's okay. There are infinite paths back to our true nature. But for now, right here, in this script, in this reality, I have only one wish for you. Make it the best script ever.